think it's working. All right, we are live. I think we're live. We're gonna go like this, and I'm gonna see if I can find my YouTube app so I can see your guys' stuff. Anyways, all right, we're live. I don't know if you could see my screen. You know, probably not because I have it hidden in the background. But I am live streaming from this laptop. Hopefully, it works out well. You just never know. They're not gonna tell me if I'm live or not. Okay. I have to watch my own live stream, I guess. That's okay. Oh, mute. All right. So I got my own. I had to watch my own live stream here so I can see your guys' comments. Because I'm using OBS to essentially stream our whatever video we got going here. It says I have one viewer. It's me. So today, the reason I'm doing it from my laptop is multiple reasons, really. I'm going to probably show you guys some of our drum stuff that we've been working on. We've got some drums. Excuse me here. Oh, I've been drinking coffee and just that didn't agree with me. So, but I'll kind of show you what we've been doing with drums here this morning. But that's not the only thing I want to talk about. I want to answer you guys' questions as well. Like I said, I'm doing this from my laptop, and my laptop screen is dirty. So, anyways, it's something I've been trying to do. So we're gonna live stream through OBS and use it to kind of show you our drum editing software, which is Logic. Like how we do drums, how we mix them, some of the sample stuff. Maybe this might be one of those things where we do like every Wednesday is drums. Like we just talk about drums and stuff. So if there's drummers out there watching this, like on your lunch break or something, if you're at work, for those who have a day job, just hit us up. We'll answer your questions and we'll go from there. But yeah, so we recorded a band last weekend with our drum kit, which is back behind me. You can kind of see it. It's kind of there. It's a Ludwig Epic drum kit. It's an older model. I think it's when they first came out with them, but it's all mahogany. It sounds really nice and full and rich, and it's a good sounding drum kit. But even though it's a good sounding drum kit, I still want it to sound better, so I added samples, and I used Slate Trigger to trigger all said samples, which was fun. It's something I enjoy. I don't know, but just like I enjoy my coffee. And this camera makes me a lot more. Yeah, I think I just need to. I'm going to move this light over here. Yeah, that's better. I'm trying to look less pale, but not as tan as it's making me look. I'm definitely not that tan. More like so. I don't know. Yeah, that's better. It's the camera. It's like how the MacBook's camera. That's how it's making me look. So, and beard's still long. I don't know. Kind of clean up the beard a little bit, but it's gonna stay. If you've got questions about my beard, let me know. Like, why do I have it? Yes, I do have hair. I am balding, however, so unfortunately we grow a beard. But we did. You guys saw our stream yesterday. We did get the desk all put back together, and it's all working, I think. Yep, everything's working in the desk as it should. So on one side, on the left side, and eventually I'll show this. I'll do a video of this. On the left side, I have kind of like mixing and recording site, which has like a hodgepodge of things. It's got compressor. It's got some like my SSL mic pre's, my EQs, so forth. And then on the right side of the desk, I added all my hardware compressors that I have. Like I have Warm Audio WA1B, which I use for vocals. Not right now, but that's generally what I use for vocals. And then I've got 1176 that I use for all sorts of things. I might use it for snare drum. I'm kind of playing with that idea. I haven't decided yet. But that's how we got the desk. I'm still working on the racks themselves, but we got the monitors put back in place. We got all of it kind of tested. It sounds really good, actually. I like the sound I get. Sounds a lot more focused when I have the desk here, and I didn't think it would. I thought having the desk away would change that. But you also got to figure out, like, where do we put the TV? And so we put the TV on the desk, and it's on its feet, and I actually enjoy having the TV there. I don't know if I will work, like, use the TV to work on. I haven't quite decided that, because the center bay, I've created the center bay of this desk to be blanks. Like, I just put blanks in it. And the reason I did that is so I could set my laptop on the desk here. I have, that's what I'm streaming from right now. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if I'll work solely off the TV or not. But, oh, we got 2 people watching. Hi, other person. I said 2 people. I'm the other one, and there's somebody else watching. So, but hi. We enjoy that you're here, and hopefully you get something good out of this. And like I said, hopefully this works like I think it's gonna work. It's interesting. You have to make this work. I had to have an interface that allow what's called loopback, and I was like, oh cool, I'll use loopback. And then I found out that I actually don't need the loopback function, because when I do the Mac OS screen capture through OBS, it captures whatever's playing through the MacBook. So I was like, okay, well, that's interesting, or at least I think it does. It's going to be an interesting test. Hopefully, hopefully you guys enjoy this. But so, like I said, we've got, I don't know how long we've been streaming here. Long enough, I'm sure of it. Let's see how long we've been going for. So yeah, we've been going for, oh, that says a minute. That's not right. I've been going longer than a minute. Oh, there it goes. It took a second. It said a minute. I was like, that's not right. No, we've been doing a lot longer than a minute. So we've been going along about 7 minutes, really. Squeaky chair. I got a little bit of a squeak in this chair, but audio for this is done straight off my MacBook. So I tried to do this yesterday, and it just didn't work. I was like, crap. So I did it off my phone, and that worked pretty well. And that's what I've been doing live streams off of. Yeah, that's just kind of what it is. Everybody's out doing stuff, and I figured, I'm going to do live stream and make it like a vlog style. I have people texting me. I don't know who's texting me. I should probably check it. Let's see who's texting. I have people who text me all the time, and I don't always know who they are. I don't know who this is. So I'll let them know. Gotta ask who people are sometimes. Who this is? Anyways, yeah, trying to get more of the live stream stuff going on here. Like I said, we've enjoyed doing the live streaming. It's just something that I kind of started doing last week, and I've enjoyed doing it because I've gotten to talk with people. And like I said, if there's anything you guys want to ask us, hit us up, and we'll answer it through the message here, through the messages. I can't, like, you can't send us like paid messages or anything like that, but you can definitely send us like, hey, a message of, like, hey, how you doing? Or hi, wherever you guys are from, wherever you're watching from, feel free to like chime in and say, hi, I'm from Bangladesh, or, wherever. Because I've had people from India, and I've people from like Ireland. I've had people who are actually even local, like, they're like, hey, we're on the other end of town from you. That have just chimed in, and I thoroughly enjoy it. There's lots of changes that I've been making. The live streams, we have another thing that we want to do. Maybe we're working on it, going completely like amp modeler. like, I like having guitar amps. This is completely off what we're actually going to do today. But I like having guitar amps and like hearing a sound of like a 212 or a 4x12 in our space, but they're loud, they're bulky, they're kind of a pain in the butt to have. So my thought was, why don't we get a like an amp modeler? And I've been playing with some that are on the laptop that work really well, and I've gotten really good results. And as you can hear, we have our dogs barking in the background once again. Let's see here. I can't really. Let's go like this. I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna close this door. That's just better. We got all these dogs barking. We got a lot of dogs that bark. We've got 14 dogs in our house, which is not beside the point. But if you heard dogs barking, I didn't mute it. I just hit that, didn't I? Anyways, if you've got dogs, you understand. Like, we've got a lot of dogs. We had a litter of puppies born, so if you hear dogs, that's what's going on here. They do eventually chime down a little bit. Let's see. It doesn't tell me time on that one, does it? Nope. So, but yeah, hit us up. Hit the like and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. I think we're going to get on to our... what you call it, kind of what we're gonna do today. So give me a second here. Gotta wait for it to catch up. So you can see we're doing this through OBS and it's screen capturing, and then we're down in the corner. Hi, we're still here. That's why I'm watching it on my phone, to make sure that this works the way that I want it. Oh man, I got all sorts of stuff in there. So let's see here. If I go like this and I go, there we go. I just want to see. Yep, cool. I see everything that we're supposed to be seeing. All right. So I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to close that and I'm going to go up here. We have, close that, these kind of orangish channels here. These are all our drums. And what I'm going to show you today is our kick drum, which is the one that's currently highlighted. So I go back to mix here. So we have the drum, and it ultimately, if I turn off, gotta turn off our group here. So this is our kick drum on its own. Now we cut out quite a bit of, sorry, I had to step away for a minute. So we cut out quite a bit of top end out of that drum. And I want to just make sure I got my audio working. Yeah, it sounds a little like a heartbeat a little bit. Because we cut out all the top end out of the top of that kick drum because it just has so much. So here's what it sounds like without. Oh, that's our. We have the Hemisphere plug-in because we used the SD5 from UA. What's the bottom? Oh, that's just our channel EQ. So this is what it sounds like unprocessed. Got a lot of bleed. We got a lot of hi-hat, a lot of cymbal stuff. So with it, we went and we did a couple things actually. So we'll turn on. Here's what we did with the EQ. We chopped out all of this blues, all the stuff we chopped out, and we left in some of this bottom end here. So with it, you'll hear this. Not bad, right? Still, it's carrying more of the bottom end. It has really good bottom end, so we decided we were going to keep that. And then we turn on our Hemisphere mic, which I highly recommend. If you have the SD series of mics from UA, you get this plugin for free. Use it. It does so many cool things. So with it on, with it off, I kind of like it on because it kind of gives this kind of pumpy sound. But you can go through and you can trigger all these different microphones with it. We're using the sub kick because we decided to use, or I decided to use, this drum that didn't sound, the top end didn't sound good because it's just all cymbals. Decided to use the bottom end as our low end, and then I went over, and I think I got to unfreeze. Yep, we'll unfreeze that track. And I went here, and I added a sample, and our sample's through trigger. Like this is our top end. That's a nice top end, right? It's nice and clicky. There's no cymbal bleed. We can get a nice punchy kick drum by blending these two together. So we went in and we went into our channel EQ, and we kind of still cut out, like there's still some that we cut out up top here, and cut out some of the bottom, and that helped. So, but when you blend them together, you get this nice kind of this nice like punchy low end kick drum. And I'm actually a little bit more of that low end to it, but you kind of hear like you get this nice kick. So which I think is great. Like it kind of gives you this nice punchy. Like if I hear the whole drum kit, with the whole drum kit playing, you still hear the kick drum. That's not going away. You still have the low end, you still have some top end, but you don't have all this cymbal bleed. And that's kind of how I get around a lot of things. Actually, I've done it to snare, tom 1, and tom 2. Pretty much all my shells have been re-triggered, but I'm not completely erasing them with triggers. I'm just using the triggered sound to beef up the sound of the shells themselves. So the shells sounded fine, but there's just all this cymbal bleed, and it's actually a trick that a lot of people use. I've come to find. I was talking with a guy, and he was like, "Yeah, I do this all the time." I'm like, "You do?" He's like, "Oh hell yeah, do it all the time." He's like, "I use this thing to beef up my drums," and I was like, "Well, what do you do to beef up your drums?" Like, I want to know because I want my drums to sound the best that they can. And I was like, okay, well that's not uncommon anymore. It's like, oh yeah, we don't do any of the cymbal stuff. Although I did read a guy who did he did his overheads. He used a thing to send his overheads to like Superior Drummer, and use the room sounds from the triggered room sounds from that to get their drum sounds, which is cool. It's not what I do. I have a whole bus of stuff that you probably saw there that does make a difference when you're trying to get a drum sound that is what you want. Now your drum kit might sound fine, and I'm fine. I'm fine with mine the way it sounds. I think it sounds great. But I was also kind of at the point where I'm like, I need something to sound different, like something to sound better. Sounds like I got dogs trying to come down here. But basically it sounds great. Like you've got a lot of low end, you got a lot of top end, and you can blend them together. Now, studios back then, they did this same concept, but they would do it with an inside mic and an outside mic. And that's just what they, and I do that live from time to time. Tells me yeah, it says I'm too low, but I'm not that low. Otherwise it wouldn't stream correctly. So, the dog's fighting upstairs too. I might have to pause our live stream here for a minute. Maybe I might have to do this. I don't want to stop it. I just want to pause it. So we're going to do this for a second. Give us a quick second. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. I had to go let the dogs out. So, but like I said, can't remember what I was saying. I'll figure it out eventually. But just had to quickly do that real quick. I had to let our dogs out, and you know, happens. It's part of life. It was easier to just kind of black it out. Eventually, I'm going to get me like a little logo that goes up, and trying to just to get it to, to kind of, like, hey, we're having problems. Logo. Oh man, I ran down too quick. It's been raining here all day long. They say we're supposed to get some snow, so we'll see. See what happens, but it's time for some coffee. But yeah, I can't seem to think of. Watched a video about mentoring, but I can't seem to think of anybody for me that would be a good like. This is a good person that would be a good mentor for me, and I've tried some, and I haven't seemed to find any that are like, yeah, that fits me. That's me right there. That's the person I want to, I want to work with. And, but it is what it is. Let's go up to 6,000. I gotta up my bit rate. But yeah, the more I think about doing like a mentorship with somebody, I have people I mentor all the time, no doubt about it. But I can't just think of like, this is someone I want to mentor right now, or want to be mentored by. I've had mentors in the past, and it was great. But I don't have anybody right now that I want to have mentor me. But we do want to work on more drum stuff. So if you're a band who wants, wants us to work on their drums, that'd be great. Oh, it's telling me that, but YouTube's being weird. Keeps telling me I have a low bit rate, but I'll go up it then. We'll close that, and we're gonna up our bit rate again. You don't know. Let's do 8,000. That'll help. So we have fast enough internet here. It's not really a problem, but yeah. So anybody who wants to like kind of one thing, I'm back on the drum thing here. I'm gonna go back to drums. Close this. Oops. That's not quite what I wanted to do, but get back to here. Oh, yeah, back to Logic. So as we're listening to our drums here, we got kind of a good sound, but you still hear a lot of bleed, and that's because of our overheads here. And if somebody could help me think of a way to kind of pull the amount of, basically pull the amount of hi-hat down, there's not really a good way that I can think of it. But I'm going to go back, and I'm going to freeze. Something to think about when you're doing samples. When you've got your sample set and you like the way it sounds, freeze it. Like every DAW does this. You can hit a little freeze button, like Logic has it right here. Hit this freeze button, and it'll freeze the whole thing. And you'll be able to then have that sample open. You can open up that sample track even if you don't have your sample hard drive plugged in, like you have samples on another hard drive like I do, or you're in another studio and they don't have those samples. It's just kind of a handy little trick, but that's kind of what today's thing's about. I do group my samples together. Like once I get these channels all set, I'll go through and I'll make groups for each one so I can kind of change their amount of like together, so it's moving each one as a whole. But you can go turn those groups off too. That's all I can think about. I kind of come with these little snippets as we go on with the rest of our day here. Yeah, that's all I can think of. Am I still there? Yeah, I'm still there. Gotta make sure that my little videos stuff's working, because I have a couple overlays that are working for me through OBS, which is great. That's why we use it. And if you're wondering, I am wearing an earpiece to hear my live stream. I want to make sure that I'm working correctly. There's plenty of people that do these types of things with Logic, but haven't seen many people who do them via live stream. So that's kind of what we're trying out today. We're probably going to continue working on our desk because we do have that to finish up. We have to finish patching gear. The rest of it's fine. It's all there. Still lower. Dang. Let's see what would be low. What would be a higher bit rate? Like, we're using quite a bit of bit rate here. But let's see. I'll go 12,000. Okay. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. But I can hear dogs barking, and we've been going for about 25 minutes. So I think that's going to be today's live stream today. Anybody who watched, thank for watching. Feel free to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Feel free to, hit us up if you want us to mix a song. You can find us at foxandrobynrec.com or through our Instagram, through all of our other things. So, got people calling me. Like I said, hit us up through foxandrobynrec.com. You can hit us up through our Instagrams. If you like this video, hit the like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time. Go make some music. I'm going to just end, I guess. See you later. Bye.